Hi there, welcome to edupediaworld.com. You're watching the videos on statistics. So in this video, we'll discuss some of the questions related to polygon, bar graph and histogram we have discussed in the previous videos, and these questions are generally seen in the examination, so you have to watch this part of a video very carefully, right? So let's get started with the first question, which is question number 1. Now, the question says that a survey conducted by an organization for the cause of illness and death among the women between the ages 15 to 44 in years worldwide found the following figures. Now, we have a data like this, right? Now you can see properly that it is a point data, right? So for this, it's a point data, right? And for these type of data, we only draw bar graph. So from the data you can actually see what kind of graph we can draw until and unless it is specified, right? So however, in this question, the first it said represent the information given above graphically. So it's not mentioned. So from the data we can infer that we need to draw only bar graph because it's a point data, right? So let's do it first. Let's draw the bar graph first, right? So we have a data like this, right? So let's say we draw like this. Now female fertility rate percent is ranging from 4.5 to 31.8, means it's a minimum value and it is a maximum value, right? So let's say it's 0, then so this means we have to consider our data according to this data only, right? So what we can do is we can have, let's say, the data with the difference of 5. So let's say this is 5, this is 10, then this is 15, this can be 20, so this can be 25, this can be 30, so this can be 35, so this can be 40, right? So we have a data now. Now we need to draw the bar graph. So the first represents the reproductive health conditions, so which is 31.8. So this will, if this is 30, so this will come over here, somewhere over here, right? So you can draw a graph like this, right? So this represents the number 1, and the number 1 is reproductive health conditions, right? Or you can write the name in between the graph. Either way you like, you can do it. It's not a mandatory part, right? Now the second is neuropsychiatric conditions, so which is 25.4. so it will come over here if you can see properly. So we can draw a graph like this. So this will be number 2, right? Then we have injuries, which is 12.4. so this will come over here, somewhere over here. So this will be number 3, right? Then we have 4 cardiovascular conditions, which is 4.3. so this will come over here. So we can draw like this. So this is number 4, right? Number 5 is respiratory conditions, so it will come just below it. So we can draw it over here, right? So this is number 5. Then number 6 we have other causes, which is 22. So it will come over here, you can say. So we can draw the bar graph like this, right? So this is number 6. Now, so this is a first question. So answer for the first question, right? Now the second is, which condition is a major cause of women's ill health and death worldwide? So what is the condition? If you can see properly, the highest female fertility rate is, you can say it's for the first reproductive health conditions. So we can say that for the second part, you can say that the major cause of women's ill health and death worldwide is reproductive health condition, right? Now the third part is, try to find out with the help of your teacher, or we can do over here, any 2 factors which play a major role in the cause of second. What's a major role? So we can say like that, the major role, it can be first, it can be poor diet, and second, it can be early marriage. So there can be n number of reasons, right? So you need to write only 2 reasons. So this is how we can do the questions related for the bar graph, right? So let's move on to the next question, which is question number 2. Now the question says that the following data on the number of girls to the nearest 10 per 1000 boys in the different sections of Indian society is given below, right? For the scheduled caste, it's 940 per 1000 boys, and for scheduled tribe it's 970, and so such on the data is given. So we need to represent the information above by the bar graph. So let's do this question very quickly, right? So it's very easy question, right? Now so we need to draw a bar graph, right? So let's say this is 0. Now the data is ranging from 910 to 940, right? So what we can do is, we can have a data with the difference of 100. So let's say this is 100, this is 200, this is 300, this is 400, this is 500, this is 600, this is 700, this is 800, 900, and we have 1000, right? So over here we can write number of girls per 1000 boys, right? And over here it will come section, right? Now we need to write the scale. So scale will come only for the y-axis. So scale for the y-axis we can write 1 centimeter represent 100 girls per 1000 boys, right? So this is how we have to write the scale. Now for the first scheduled caste it's 940, so it will come over here. Then so we need to draw the graph like this, right? So let's mark this as, we can say SC, we can say it's ST, we can say NST, right? Then we can say this as BD, so this we can say as NBD, R and U. So we can write it easily, right? So let's say this is for SC. Now the second is ST, which is 970, so it will come somewhere over here. So we need to draw a bar graph like this, right? So this will be ST. Then we have non-SC/ST, which is 920, so this will come over here, right? So this will be NST, right? Then we have backward districts, so which is 950, right? So this will come over here, right? So this will be BD, right? Then we have non-BD, so which is 920, again it will come somewhere over here. So for this we can have, this is non-BD, right? Then we need to draw, we can say, right? Now then we need to draw a ruler, so it is for 930, so it will again somewhere come over here, right? So this will be R. Then we have urban, so it is 910, so this will come over here, somewhere over here, right? So this will be for the urban. So this is how we can draw the bar graph, right? Now in the second part is, in the classroom, discuss what conclusion can drawn or we can arrive at from the graph. So we can discuss over here that we can see clearly from the data that the girls are less than boys, first of all, and however highest girls to 1000 boys ratio, or we can say, is for scheduled caste or SC, right? And lowest is for urban area, right? So this is the conclusion we can draw from the data. So this is how we have to draw the data according to the data given, and then we have to draw the conclusion from the data, right? So let's move on to the next question, which is question number 3. Now the question says that given below are the seats won by different politic parties in the following outcome of a state assembly election. We need to draw a bar graph to represent the polling results, and then we need to write which political party won the maximum number of seats. So let's see how we can do this. It's very interesting question, right? So let's draw it over here. So let's say we have a graph like this, right? Now over here we can write seats won, and over here we can write political party, right? So over here then we need to write 0. So then first of all we need to write the scale for y-axis. Now the scale for y-axis we can write 1 centimeter equals to 5 votes won, right? So for the difference of 5 we need to draw over here. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, then comes 70, then 75, right? So this is the data we have. Now for the first party it's 75, so this means the graph will come from here, right? And this will be the bar graph for the A, right? So party A. Then for the B, which is 55, so this will be the bar graph, right? So this can be the B part. Then we have C, which is 37, so this will come over here, so which is C again, right? Then we have 29 as D, so we can write over here, so this is D, right? Then we have E as 10, so this will be the E, which is 10, right? Then we have F as 37, so which is this, so this will be the F part. Now this is how we draw the bar graph for the polling result. Now second part is which political party won the maximum number of seats. You can see properly the highest seats was for the A, so we can write political. For the second part we can write political party A won the maximum number of seats in election. We can say that in state assembly elections, right? So this is how we have to do the questions when the data is given, right? So in the end I can say that thank you for watching this video on edupediaworld.com. Keep watching further videos. Have a nice day ahead.